was beginning to think he wouldn't show.
Please, you know that a chance at bringing back the Overlord is something I simply cannot refuse. But what assurance do you have that his spirit will show tonight?
I have the assurance of fate itself. His very reason for existence is to oppose the light, and we are his best shot at returning him to that pedestal. In front of you lies a transitory vessel to house his spirit, while we work towards returning him to golden form. All that's left now is to recite the spell of spirits.
Most impressive. The Overlord will be pleased. It would appear I underestimated you, Kiro. This is far more of a plan than I expected.
This plan has been in the works for a lifetime. It will bring an end to the ninja once and for all, and restore power back to those who deserve it. Now, let's begin. Tatra, amistro bin hazata, kanti anmino samandarosa, kanda, kanda.
Servants of darkness, bow before the presence of Ninjago's reckoning.
Great Master, I stand in service of your grandeur once again.
Silence, lapdog. You, Samurai of Crimson, state your intentions.
Overlord, you once said that your very purpose was to oppose the light, to feast off its energy, and yet time and time again you fall short of it. I can change that.
Fate's cruel bias against all that is dark has plagued my being since the dawn of time. What makes you so sure this affair will be any different?
Because this time, the ninja won't have their elements to oppose you. Summon your Dark Council, Pythor. It's time for the Crystal King to reclaim his throne.
You were right, Master. Actions have consequences. In the time since the rapid arrival and departure of the eternal winter, our climate system has changed drastically. In an attempt to readjust, the extreme cold has been balanced with scorching hot temperatures. The outskirts of Ninjago have all been turned to ash from these sun flares, and I fear the rest of the city is next. I made a promise to you that I would protect my team, and I made a promise to this land that I would protect it. I failed both. It's time for things to change.
It's fascinating, isn't it? How quickly things can change. And how cruel that transformation can often be.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
No, but I know you, Lloyd. Your kind has plagued this land for too long. It's time for things to change.
I hardly think now is an appropriate time for change. This land needs guidance from those who can protect it best right now.
That is exactly what I can provide. My sister Harumi believed you could protect this land. She died because of her incompetence.
Harumi's death was entirely my fault. If it's revenge you're seeking, your qualms lie with me.
Harumi meant nothing to me. She never knew the true importance of our heritage, and that's why she deserved what she had coming. Her death and the now devastating impact of your ignorance reminded me of what I must do, of what I must take back. Ugh!
Lloyd Garmadon, the darkness is coming. To protect Ninjago's future, you must embrace the Oni within.
It's ironic, isn't it, that the only item to survive the bright light of the flames was one of darkness.
The fires only damaged the Oni mask.
You're wrong! It's made it stronger!
Yeah! I'm going to finish this.
Embrace the Oni within, Lloyd.
Dad! I'm not like you!
Your morals make you weak. You should have killed me when you had the chance. A darkness is coming, one that will rid this land of your elemental filth. Things will soon be the way they once were.
Do you know how many men I've defeated just like you? What makes you so different from them?
Try taking everything from a man, then giving him nothing left to lose. You create a being incapable of fear. I can't imagine anything more frightening than that. But I don't seek vengeance, young Garmadon. I only seek to attain that which is rightfully mine.
Your friend is gone! Wait, what happened? Dad? No. No. No! Ah! Ugh. I didn't just possess him. I became him. Your friend is gone. Zane is gone, and I'm to blame for it. I don't believe it. The elemental master of the mind.
We're far past pleasantries, Kai. You may call me Neuro.
Right. Neuro. Did you know that your very existence has caused this land more pain than you will ever comprehend?
I'm well aware of everything that's happened, Kai. And for that, I am sorry.
It's water under the bridge now. I'm just surprised you came tonight.
Your inquiry intrigued me. Right now, I'm looking to make reprimands in any way possible.
So am I. And that's why I called you here tonight. Zane, my brother, he's gone because of my anger. But I believe with your help, I may be able to bring him back. We could use the unknown to access his brain just like the Ice Emperor did. We could give him back his memories. We could make him Zane again.
I'm flattered that you came to me first, but what's stopping your friends from being here?
They've been caught up, trying to figure out a way to save this wasteland we now call home. But the only way to save it is by bringing Zane back. It's all I can think about. And I know it may be a long shot, but maybe he knows how to fix this.
I know how much making things right means to you, but this is a risk that could potentially outweigh the good. We've barely begun to understand the presence of the unknown. I didn't know it even existed until it was taken from me.
That's why I'm here. I've had it inside my head. I've seen what it is. We can make this work. After sitting on the sidelines for all these years, now's your chance to finally do something good. Something right. Citizens of Ninjago, this apocalypse marks the dawn of a new era in this land. No longer will your city be run by the dogmatic ways of law officers and pajama-wearing vigilantes. Instead, this city will be governed under only one law, the fact that there are none. How many times have opposing forces called our sacred robes pajamas? Enough to make me angry. In fact, I think that one was the tipping point. Ninja, I had hoped the solar flares had cleansed your filth from this land. The only filth that needs to be cleansed from this land is you, mechanic. Filth? You got me blushing. Boys, give these ninja hell. Gentlemen, let's finish what we started. These multicolored dolts have delayed us long enough. What? Ugh, Cole! I'm okay. Let's finish this. Thanks for the save, Cole. After everything that's happened, I didn't know I still had that in me. It's just the kind of positive desperation that we need. Now, let's call the commissioner and what's left of his officers and get these goons shipped off to Cryptarium. The forecasts have confirmed the worst. Another flare is coming. Weeks of research later, and we're still no closer to figuring out a way to stop this, or to even fix what's already been done. I miss Kai. I miss Zane. And I miss Zora. Look, we've all lost something because of what's happened, but this is no time to mourn. The people of this land need us. He's right. What could we possibly do to prevent another solar flare from occurring? The sun is a literal force of nature. It can't be suppressed. But what if it could? What if we could diminish the flare? Think about it. What material has the ability to literally suppress elemental power? Vengestone. Exactly. Vengestone is used to suppress elemental powers in mortal beings, not Mother Nature herself. How do we know this would work? Hope. It's what this team was built on. It's what's always gotten us through the night. We have to have hope. You're betting the survival of this land on hope and bad odds? I haven't figured out the science of this yet, but the logic works. It's all we have, Ronan. We have to try. We have to take a stand. Do this, Ronan. For Dareth. For Dareth.
Better than this! Sucking up to these miscreants and imbeciles! I'll kill them all! But it will all be worth it. for you, Father.
Hero, it's time. The council is ready.
My friends, the great master has spoken! An open market must continue to operate. As long as the Dark Council stands, the black market stands alongside it.
Without Vex's rule, our operations are no longer legal. We'll be shut down just as we were before. Only this time, with the flares, there's much more at stake.
Believe me, Vangelis, I'm well aware of what's at stake here. But if our great master's plan is to come to fruition, Vinstone must continue to be acquired.
You continue to speak so highly of this great master, and yet still, he refuses to reveal himself to us. What assurance do we have of his existence?
The Overlord will reveal himself when he is ready. For now, his substantial payments should be enough for you to keep your mouths shut.
I would watch your tongue in the future, Ultraviolet. You'll want to be in the grace of the king if you're to remain with him in Ninjago's rebirth.
I'd watch your own tongue, Cryptor. With how many times your hard drive's been restored, I wouldn't doubt that you've lost your ability to think.
Silence, both of you! Your compliance is key to making this work. The mechanic will be returning to his northern sanction tonight after I negotiate his release. From then, we're scheduled to remain on track, in time for the next flare. All hail the Crystal King!
You can't escape who you are, Lloyd. Odie blood runs within your veins. It can give you focus, make you stronger.
What is this? The Ice Emperor is dead. The unknown is gone. You're not real. You can't be. Embrace the Oni within. I must be dreaming. Indeed you are. A dream within a dream? Not a dream, but a vision of the future. Of what you must do. You want me to embrace my dark side? To become like my father? I've spent my whole life trying to avoid that fate. And for encouraging that, I am sorry. All beings possess some form of darkness within them. If harnessed correctly, it can be used for good. Good? Is destruction and death good to you? Doing what's right doesn't always mean traveling the straightest path. In the face of great difficulty, equally difficult choices must sometimes be made for the greater good. What greater good could my Oni side possibly contribute? More than you will ever know.
Kai? Kai, do you read me? Kai!
I'm here! I'm here.
And where exactly is here? Explain your surroundings.
It's a city, but not one I've ever seen. And it's empty. There's not a soul here.
Because of Zane's coma. Empty thoughts, empty mind.
What's in here is unlike anything I've ever seen before. If Zane's mind can generate this, then who knows what else he's capable of? What if he knows how to stop the flares? What if he knows how to save everything?
Only Zane could tell us that answer, and to do that you'll need to restore his memory into the hard drive. I'm sending you the coordinates right now.
Received. Onwards and into the unknown. Threat detected. Origami system activated.
You asked to speak to me?
Yes, the Overlord demands progress. He grows tired of waiting.
He's waited for 1,000 years. Surely he could wait just a few more days. We're still in the process of gathering Vinstone, and until we have enough, we stand no chance at defeating the Green Ninja.
I'd watch your tone, Kiro. When the Overlord takes the throne, you'll want to remain in the grace of his right-hand man. For now, return to your quarters. I will report to the Great Master.
Ronan, my old friend. Here I was thinking you'd left this life behind.
Outrunning your past is impossible, Jenkins. Not even I'm fast enough to do that.
You're still the same old Ronan. I do have to say, though, you could not have picked a worse time to be dealing on the black market. Our income can barely keep up with demand. I've had to break a lot of rules to get this Venstone to you here.
And for that, you will be handsomely compensated. I am curious, though. Who's buying all of this up?
A group calling themselves the Dark Council overruled things about a month back. They're composed of a lot of the old clan and market leaders. #1 enemies of the ninja and stuff.
Any idea what they're planning?
Hell if I know. Only the guys on the top know that information. Me? I just take the paycheck and move on.
The guys on top. Know where I can find them?
You don't want to mess with their affairs, man. They've got powerful friends. But if you're looking for an audience with them, perhaps a potential death, they've taken up operations in the old SOG headquarters. A real dump if you ask me. But you did not hear it from me.
Understood. Your cooperation is always appreciated, old friend.
Anything for you, Ronan. And keep in mind, if you've got more money, I've got more answers.
Heads up. You're approaching Zane's prefrontal cortex, the literal center of processing in the mind.
I see the hard drive, but what now? Do I just insert the code and Zane wakes up?
In theory, yes. At least according to all these notes Nia left behind. It's just a shame she wasn't able to finish the job.
Well, it's a good thing that I can. Heads up, Neuro. There appears to be some kind of life form down here. It almost looks like Zane.
I am not Zane!
Neuro, I'm gonna need some help down here. Threat detected. Unagami system activated.
Kai, I've lost all visuals. Some kind of failsafe protocol has taken effect.
"142 degrees already. Any hotter, and we'll be on the cusp of another flare. Which is why time is of the utmost importance. Ronan better hurry." Speak of the devil. Ronan, you're back. And with good news, I hope. Some. I got a small shipment of Venstone, but it's nowhere near the amounts we'll need. So we just get more. That's going to be a lot harder than we thought. Some sadistic group calling themselves the Dark Council has been hoarding it all. But for what purpose? Surely it's not the same as ours. Hard to tell, but I can't imagine any other scenario in which they'd need this much of it. So what do we do? The same exact thing that Chen did. We go straight to the source. Shintaro's half a day's trip from here. Do we really have that kind of time? We don't have a choice. This is our best shot at saving everything.
Pythor, my faithful servant, what news does your council bring for me?
Vangelis has returned home to oversee the final round of Vengestone shipments, and our mechanics remain hard at work on the machine. This new vessel of yours nears completion.
As does our plan. When the throne has been taken, our foes will quickly turn to ash, much like the burnt outskirts of this land. Everything is coming together perfectly.
Just as a dog inviting a flea onto its back would be illogical, allowing a foreigner to tamper with my mind while I'm dormant would be the same. It's time you were permanently purged from this system.
I knew this was too easy. Yeah!
Fear not, mortal, for your pain will cease shortly. Only your death can mark the end of this protocol. All I need is for you to perish.
Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. I don't remember falling asleep. Cole? You okay over there? No! No! Oh my god. Lloyd. No, 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 what's happening? Lloyd. 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 Lloyd, sorry. I'm here. The hell happened to you, kid? We're right in the middle of a mission, and you go full Bravo 6 going dark on us. Nothing. It's nothing. I'm okay. You better be, because I think you're going to have an issue with who just showed up.
Took you too long enough. Pythor's been stressing over this next shipment.
Sorry, UV. Vangelis demanded that we bring that Slytherin psychopath, as he calls him, a message.
Perfect! Shipments are behind, Vengestone is disappearing, and now two of our least valuable assets have a message to deliver.
It's the ninja, Miss V. They've been spotted near Shintaro.
Then that means the charade is up. We'll have to make do with what we have. For now, upload this shipment into the cargo bay and await orders. Things are about to change.
I'm absent for a single day, and our mining production falls by 50%. Somehow I don't think that's an accident.
It's your sorcery, my king. Their fear of you increases production.
Then perhaps they need to be reminded of who the Skull Sorcerer truly is.
I agree.
It seems you're all in need of a reminder. Work does not cease until the Crystal King commands it. He has promised us all a land free from the destruction and chaos of the sun flares, a future free from the pain and suffering we've experienced.
Vangelis.
Kenji, don't. It's not worth it.
For me, it is. Perhaps your future will be free, Vangelis, but for us, under your rule, all we know is pain and suffering since the flares.
Suffering? You think you know suffering? You think you know pain? Look at my daughter. Her burns mean she'll endure more pain from the flares than you ever will. This is my kingdom, and as my people you serve me. I brought you all down here to do what's best for us.
At what cost? You've enslaved your own people.
Samukai, make an example of this citizen. Any and all who follow in his footsteps will be executed before the throne. As for the rest of you, back to work. I want this shipment ready by dawn.
Kai, come in! Are you okay?
Neuro, I'm alive. I was able to cauterize my wound with my fire, and piece together something to keep the flesh intact. I'm being hunted.
It's not too late to pull you out of the system. However, the inception of the Unagami Protocol will keep you from ever entering back in!
I can't do that. Not yet. All of this is because of me. Whatever the cost, I have to bring Zane back. I get that uniting Ninjago under the Overlord is our only way of survival, but do you think he'll allow us to continue to lead our sanctions? There won't be any sanctions after today. Ninjago must unite under the Crystal King or die!
Personally, I don't care what happens, just as long as we survive this next flare.
Silence, all of you! Fate and the ninja have dictated that this plan move forward earlier than anticipated. Kiro has informed me that the Green Ninja has been prepped for the ritual, which means it's time the Great Master revealed himself.
It's time! All bow before the Crystal King!
Members of the Dark Council, hear me!
Judging from the strength of the AI, you'll have one shot at this before you're overrun by Unagami. Ahead of you lies Zane's hard drive. From there, you'll use the hard drive downloaded with his memories and insert it into the port. If all goes according to plan, the Zane you know will be back shortly.
Copy that. It's time to make things right.
This is your last chance. Failure to comply with the Unagami Protocol will result. Your boldness is unexpected. No matter, your attempt to eradicate this system will be in vain.
Neuro, talk to me.
Kai, you've suffered a severe bullet wound to the abdomen. With the amount of blood you're losing, you'll be dead in minutes if you don't exit now!
Then I'll have to make this quick.
Your elemental form is draining your life at a much more rapid pace. If you don't stop this now, you'll die!
It's the only way to beat him. I have to do this. I have to get Zane back.
Device accepted. Importing memories now.
We did it, Neuro. We did it.
Your effort is valiant, mortal, but your human mind is nothing compared to the intellect of a machine. Your destruction was inevitable.
Kai, what's happening? Kai!
Completing memory restoration process. Zane model is at full neural capacity. Powering on.
Zane. Kai. Deactivate Unagami Protocol. You're back. Hang in there, Kai. We'll be exiting the system shortly. Nothing can stop this now. I'm just glad I got to make things between us right. Pixel, analysis now! Kai's loss of blood is too much for his body to handle. His death is inevitable. No! Scan vitals! Look for a heartbeat! His pulse and circulation have decreased dramatically. He won't survive the system departure. Kai.
Initializing system departure. System departure activated.
Kai, I'm sorry.
Kai.
I made things right, Neuro. And I'm finally free. Tell Nia, I'm free.
We won, Kai. We won. I don't understand.
He's gone, Neuro. Kai is gone. In the weeks following the first wave of solar flares, temperatures across the city have continued to escalate. Experts claim that another flare is imminent, with the next one trumping the initial disaster that scorched the outskirts of this city. It seems now that the destruction of this land has become an unavoidable outcome. Keep your families close, and may the first Spinjitzu Master be with you. I'm Joel, and this is Ninjago News Tonight.
My master, we bow before your greatness.
Members of the Dark Council, hear me! In the wake of this apocalypse, the pathetic mortals of this land cower behind the fraudulent protection of the ninja. But I assure you, under my rule, this land will survive the coming storm. A darkness approaches, one so eternally black that it has the power to dissolve the flames from which this land suffers. Some may see me as Ninjago's dictator. No! I am its savior! Today, I will merge with the Golden Ninja. Only his powers can restore the one true Overlord. Only then can I save Ninjago from the end of it all.
It's a ghost town.
The flares must have driven the citizens underground, to the mines. Then that's where we must go.
I don't believe it. Vangelis has enslaved his own people.
Then it looks like our priorities have changed. We have to free them. But what about the Vengestone? Our one shot at saving Ninjago?
I'm not seeing any Vengestone here. Whatever's left must have been shipped out already.
Then Ninjago's fate will be riding on the success of the rest of the team.
Agreed. Our priority now is focused on stopping the suffering of these people. Our mission lies ahead.
Ninjago's restoration draws nearer. When Kiro returns with the Ninja of Gold, I will use his powers to bring about a new world. One where the pathetic mortals of this land work in service of this council and its king. All will bow before the might of the crystal!
I'm afraid the short-lived rule is at an end.
Your Majesty, we cannot stop them. Our warriors stand no chance against their elemental powers.
Then we know what must be done.
Ninjago needs us now more than ever. Fortify my chambers. We must be ready for them.
At your command, Your Majesty.
I'm afraid the time has come, my children. The day we always feared is here. For the survival of both you, this family, and this land, you must leave and never look back.
I don't understand.
The war is over. The Serpentine lost. We lost. But that doesn't mean you have to lose too. Kiro, Harumi, we love you, but this is not your battle to fight. The throne belongs to this family, but today is not the time to claim it. Now go, both of you. We will see each other again. Death is knocking on the door, and we will face it together as we faced everything before. We found her trying to escape. What should we do with her, Father? She's a descendant of these tyrants. She has to be disposed of.
She is merely a child.
Killing her would be wrong. That much is true. I agree with my brother, but she will have to be closely watched. This land must never again bow to a malevolent ruler.
I'm afraid the short-lived rule is at an end.
You self-conceited animal! You have just decimated Ninjago's one shot at survival. You have just dethroned its rightful ruler.
Kiro, I don't understand.
This has never been about bringing back the Overlord. It's been about restoring Ninjago's one true king, putting the royal bloodline back where it belongs, and now, under my rule, this council and its followers have every tool needed to survive.
You're merely a mortal. How can we expect you to defeat the ninja? How can we expect you to avert the apocalypse?
A mortal, yes, but one with the power of the Oni, a power so dark and evil that it once nearly destroyed this land. Anyone who wishes to oppose me will find themselves enduring the same fate as the Overlord, the wrath of the Oni.
You're insane if you think any of us will follow you. The true Crystal King is already dead.
Your behavior has been amusing to me, Pythor, but I'm afraid my patience has finally run out. Kill him.
Traitor.
Anyone else? Speak now. Good. Now, take the Vinstone used for the Overlord's mech and prepare to distribute it to those who serve our cause.
Ninja, it seems you've survived the flare. Your resiliency never fails to impress me.
The citizens, Vangelis. We're here to free them.
From what? They're working towards a cause that will save this land from certain doom.
Even so, you've enslaved them in the process.
Enslaved? My people are working to save this land from what you have done to it. If anyone's enslaved them, it's you.
You may be right, but forcing them to pay reparations for our mistakes isn't the way to change things.
It's the only way to change things. You have proven time and time again your ineptitude. I must now put my faith in the Crystal King.
Then you've made your choice.
And you've made yours. Now, my faithful, attack!
Earth! I'm giving you one last chance. Please, do what you know is right.
What's right? Is my daughter's deformation what's right? Your mistake has doomed both her and this very land. Nothing can change that. Just as nothing can stop me from enacting your demise.
Then that is why you must perish. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ninja. Thank you. Vanya, she died this morning. She couldn't hold on any longer. Just like I couldn't. Now I finally get to see her again.
Ninja. No backup, no powers. I've waited a long time for a fight like this.
They're nothing without their elemental powers. I want no survivors. No one can stand in the way of my throne.
Your plan is conventional. We've stopped 1,000 villains like you before. You're not the first to try to relinquish freedom in this land.
What does freedom matter if no one's alive to experience it? This land thrived under Vex's dictatorial rule, just like it did under my parents. Just like back then, the elemental masters stand in the way of Ninjago's survival.
Yep, that confirms it. This guy's a total nutcase. Life under a dictator becomes an experience of fear. My father was a slave to his ghostly form, and I believe he's found freedom in death. Better to die than to live in fear, but better to avoid both. If we work together, we can save this land from destruction.
The only thing that could save this land is me!
I thought we might meet again. The first Spinjitzu master has connected us for one final time. He can't hold the flares back much longer. His time draws near, as does yours, Lloyd. I don't understand. What does he expect from me? He expects you to follow in his footsteps, to embrace your darkness, just as he has to hold back the flares. The right path isn't always a straight one. Sometimes, doing what's right means breaking the mold. He embraced his Oni side to save us. Indeed. And now, you must do the same. Only by embracing your Oni side will Ninjago be freed from the coming storm.
My son, just because I have darkness in me doesn't mean that I couldn't fight for what I cared for. Just as I saved you, now comes the time for you to save what you care for.
Embrace the Oni within.
I can do this. For Ninjago. For everyone that's been lost.
Oh my god. Hypocrite! This can't be right! This can't be what Wu meant! Lloyd, it's okay. You're safe. What happened? You blacked out, mumbling something about a choice. I carried you out in a burst of Spinjitzu. We were lucky to escape. Colin, I saw something. I'm going to be faced with a choice. One that may decide the very fate of this land. You'll never win.
This is Officer K to dispatch, calling for immediate backup. We're under attack. I repeat, we're under attack! Ugh!
This ends now!
You should have never brought the Elemental Masters into this, Commissioner.
Give him hell! Oh my god.
Now, Commissioner, both you and this city are now mine.
Members of the Dark Council, the Crystal King has called for the immediate destruction of the ninja team. With our Venstone garbs to drain their powers, they will be left defenseless and weak. Their destruction will be coincided with King Kiro assuming control over what government is left. Today marks the dawn of a new era in this land. All hail the Crystal King!
The two of you represent the last semblance of democracy in this land. Rest easy, because your death will serve as the beginning of a new order, one that can save this land from the destruction. I only pray that your misguided intentions to protect this city don't doom you in the afterlife.
Your threats don't scare us, outsider. The ninja have saved this land from evil time and time again, and I have full faith that they'll continue to do the same.
Unfortunately, you won't be here to witness the answer to your misguided sentiment. Do tell the ninja that their efforts were commendable when they join you in death.
All members, arm yourselves and prepare to tear apart the entire temple! Bring me the blood of the ninja inside! You know why we've come! The ninja. Where are they?
They're gone. They left over a day ago, and I haven't heard anything since.
She's right. The temple is empty.
So what now?
We'll have to wait. As soon as Kiro takes the throne, they will show. For now, it looks like they'll get to see the sunrise once more. What should we do with her?
No. No. This can't be real.
They tore her apart. They made an example of her. They're showing us what's to come. I don't believe it. It's Zane. And is that Neuro?
We came as fast as we could.
I don't understand. Nia drew up a plan to return Zane's memory. A long shot, but she never went through with it. How are you back?
It was all Kai. With my powers, he used the unknown to restore Zane's memories.
So he finally corrected his mistake.
Where is Kai now?
You have to tell them, Zane.
I'm sorry. We did it, Neuro. We did it. Nothing can stop this now. I'm just glad I got to make things between us right.
I made things right, Neuro. And I'm finally free. Tell Nia, I'm free.
He's gone, Neuro. Kai is gone.
I don't believe it. I can't. First Dad, then Mom, and now Kai. This can't be real. There's nothing I can say that can rectify this situation, Nia. But what I can say is that I'm here for you. I've always been here for you. You haven't lost everything. Thank you, Jay. I have to be strong right now. At least, until the flares pass. And you will be. You still have a family. Today, you lost more than most could ever fathom. But you're not alone. Colin and Lloyd, they both knew the cost of this job. They lost their families too. You can't save everyone. But there's still something you can save. Ninjago. Our home. Tomorrow, we'll all have a difficult choice to face. I just want to make sure you're there when we do it. I will be. I'll be strong. For you, Jay. For our friends. And for Ninjago. I had a chance to stop this. Maya's death, Ninjago's fall, all of it. Kiro, the Crystal King, I should have killed him when I had the chance. You can't undo your mistakes, but there's always a choice to make them right. Ronan taught me that. Always happy to help, kid. Nia, I had a vision from Wu, and he was right. Killing Kiro would have saved Maya's life. It would have been the right thing. Tomorrow, you'll be faced with a choice when we confront him again. I trust you'll know what's right this time. Yes, this time, things will be different. Zane, I want you to know that I'm thankful you're back. I'm not sure trading Kai's life for mine is what you wanted. Maybe not, but this was Kai's choice, not yours. I don't blame you. It was my AI that terminated him. Even though it wasn't direct, I'm still responsible for his death. Even so, life will go on. Today, I've lost more than I've ever known, and yet, life goes on. This life is about so much more than loss and failure. Don't deprive the world of yourself because of what happened, Zane. Live your life, because it's all that you have.
You made things right, Kai. You made things right. Zane is back, and I have faith that we'll make it through what's next. And if we don't, we'll get to see you again. Rest easy, my friend.
We're getting word now that the second wave of flares have begun. After being evacuated yesterday, the northern side of the city has already erupted into flames. From here, all we can do is wait and pray that they don't reach any farther. Although that outcome seems more and more unlikely. Stay behind cover, and may the first spin...
So.
What is it, Shade?
It's starting. Let's get moving.
Kiro has what this land needs inside. Defeating him is the only way to stop this. Find this monster and end him, Lloyd. We'll take care of the rest.
Zane the Pain! It seems the rumor of your death was greatly exaggerated.
The inferior ninjoid has returned for one last lesson.
The only lesson I have to teach is about the imminent destruction of the Dark Council.
Your powers are futile against our Vengestone garbs and weapons. You stand no chance.
You're forgetting that even without our powers, we're still ninja.
Speak for yourself. All I've got is this sword.
Believe me, Neuro, against these goons, that's all you'll need.
Yeah!
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 Good work, Nero.
Good work yourself.
Don't get cocky. Come on, Ronin. What's wrong with a little confident cockiness? I don't think the word cocky should describe a hero. And maybe you shouldn't be a hero.
Less joking, more fighting. Since when did you become the bummer, Jay? Maybe it was when the world started to end.
What do we do?
Even if they overpower us, their efforts will be in vain. By my calculations, the Sunflares have reached a point of no return. You'll all be nothing but ash in a matter of hours.
Then I'll make sure we're not the only ones.
Nia, daughter of Maya, your mother died a coward. She begged, pleaded, and wept as we destroyed her. Let's see if you'll do the same.
Yeah!
Impossible! Our Vengestone is supposed to suppress your powers!
How is she doing that?
True power is never lost. It's only dormant until something is powerful enough to wake it.
This is for my family!
You heard, Mr. E. The Sunflares can't be stopped. I'll be seeing you soon, Ninja.
You're him. The first Spinjitzu master.
I am.
And you're bleeding.
I did everything I could to hold back the flares, but I wanted to spend my final moments here, with you.
I don't understand.
You will, when you make your choice. I trust you'll do what's right, Lloyd. You always do.
Everything seems so quiet from up here. The screams and the death will all soon stop when the triumphant sound of order returns to this land.
The screams and death won't stop, Kiro. This land is already lost. The flares are here!
Maybe so, but things will end the way they were supposed to, with me on the throne. Your ancestors' mistakes are finally corrected.
They did what they thought was right. And now it's my turn. I'm not who I once was. My master lives with me. You won't escape with your life this time.
That's where you're wrong, Lloyd. With the Vengestone I have collected, your powers are futile. And with this mask, I possess the same dark power bestowed upon your father.
That power, it doesn't belong to you.
You forfeited the potential of darkness years ago with your moral ideologies.
You're wrong. My power is reborn today. You've shown me its true purpose.
Yeah!
Impressive! Perhaps now you've finally learned the true value of power. Your gifts shall be squandered no more.
It's over.
Yes, you have won, Lloyd. But in your quest for victory, you have become the very thing you have swore to destroy. You have become a killer!
Darkness is as much a part of light as the ground is to this earth. The difference between us is that you let it define you. Ninjago is free today. I know what comes next for me. But for you, your future is a mystery. Perhaps the first Spinjitzu master will be kinder to you than me.
And perhaps you will finally accept your failure when we meet in the departed realm. Without me, this land...
That sky is getting worse by the second. Zane, how much time do we have?
Temperature and luminosity are rising rapidly. By my calculation, conditions will become intolerable within minutes. It seems this day may be our last.
Then I'm glad to be spending my final moments amongst my friends.
Echo Zane!
We thought you had completely rusted over.
I had, but Shade fixed me up at the forge.
Where's Shade now?
Evacuating people on the west side of the city, but it seems like that will be in vain. The flares can't be stopped.
Looks like I missed a lot. Please tell me you found Kiro's Vengestone, Lloyd. Borg's records charted its location. Kiro's already spread it throughout the city in a line of defense. There's nothing more to do.
No amount of Vengestone will be enough to stop this flare. Mother Nature has already decided our fate.
I don't get this. Kai brought you back to this world with hope, Zane. There has to be something you can do. Some kind of crazy calculation or formula that could stop this.
I'm immortal, just like you, Neuro. The will of nature and the deity that created it is something I have no power against. We must accept our fate.
I refuse to give up. There has to be something we can do. Zane is right, Colin. I've accepted my destiny. Maybe it's time you all accept yours.
This can't be the end.
Ninja, what do we do? There has to be something. There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry.
Goodbye, my friends. There was no other way. It can't be. Zora, is it really you? We need to get as many people as we can out of here. I don't understand. And you don't have to. At least, not yet. Protect the existence of your species now. Ask questions later.
She's right. Get everyone through the gateway.
Where does this lead? Somewhere a lot safer than here. Okay, that's everyone. The rest of you need to leave now.
The rest of the city? We can still save more people!
There's nothing else you can do. Your survival is about more than doing the right thing. It's about saving the entire existence of your species. She's right. Go, all of you. You've done everything you can. You've saved as many as you could.
Zora is correct. Shade is my friend. But the collective survival of this species is what's most important here.
We don't have time to debate this. We have to go. Nia, let's find out what lies on the other side. Together. This life is about so much more than loss and failure. Don't deprive the world of yourself because of what happened, Zane. Live your life, because it's all that you have.
I'm with you.
Lloyd? In order for this world to survive, my light must stay to balance the dark. This world isn't going to survive. If you stay here, you'll die. I'm a direct descendant of the first Spinjitzu master. Protecting his creation, and more importantly, the balance he created, is my destiny. My entire life has been building towards this one moment. Through this destruction, my light can bring about a new creation, a new world. You have to let me do this. Lloyd, I don't understand.
And you don't have to. This is about something bigger than me. Bigger than all of us.
I can't lose another family member, Lloyd. Sure you can. You taught me how. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my brother. He sent you, didn't he? Yes. If you see him again, tell him I said hi. Tell him yourself. Goodbye, Lloyd. Goodbye. Where are we? The Genesis Realm. The farthest removed from all the others and accessible only through the Realm Crystal. It's a cold and desolate world, but it's safe. You can build a future here. Will you join us? My destiny lies in the Cursed Realm, with our parents. It's the only place I'll be safe now.
I would hope you don't plan on leaving us here. According to my initial scan of the area, there are 0 sentient life forms or settlements within a 100-mile radius.
That's exactly why I brought you here. There's nothing for you to oppose. No good, no evil, just survival in the most basic and peaceful way possible. You can make a new life here. Creation after destruction. Just as Lloyd said.
I don't get it. How can we build a new home with just us?
You have everything you need.
Leaving already?
Yes, I've done my part. Zora, I have to know. Did you find what you were looking for? Not in the way I had imagined it, but life is about making the best of what you have. Fate is cruel, but denying it is even crueler. I've lived with the consequences of my decision. You don't need me anymore, Colin. You have everything you need right in front of you. Will I ever see you again? In another life, Colin. In another life.
Not as easy as bounty hunting and thieving, is it? No. No, it's not. Do you ever miss those days? Kid, right here with you and your friends is where I'm meant to be. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Come on, Zane. At least try it.
I don't think you understand the functionality of a Nindroid, Neuro. I don't require nutrients like this to sustain myself.
Not all food is eaten to sustain yourself. Just try it. It's good. Well?
This is actually quite delicious. I had no idea such satisfaction could be derived from eating. Perhaps I could get used to this. Food.
Perhaps you could.
Jay, I'm pretty sure Skylar's here.
I'm getting it.
Skylar! Good to see you guys. And I really appreciate you making me wait out in that mineral storm, Jay. Yeah, that's my bad. Thanks again for agreeing to watch Kai Jr. Jay and I can't seem to get any alone time with him around. Not a problem. I know he's still young, but I've been meaning to start telling him stories about his uncle. He was a great man. Yes. Yes, he was. I never thought I'd get my happy ending. After everything that's happened, this new life isn't exactly what I had in mind. But life goes on. It has to. No matter what circumstances you're dealt, for better or for worse, this life is all we have. And it's our job to live it while it lasts. For every death, there is life. And for every evil, there is light. And in the infinite battle of good versus evil, the core foundation of the cosmos is life. As Wu once said, live it well, live it wisely.